prepared to break the silence. I'll be out in the sunshine, running beside the lions. I've been feeling down, but I've been looking up, afraid to fall. God, I've been so down, can you pick me up? Don't let me fall. Can you show me how to fix this mess? I am down and on my knees and I may fall as I'm so close to the edge. Can you show me how to fix this mess? I am down and on my knees and I may fall as I'm so close to the edge.
Like a broken soul in a wonderland without angels. That is how I feel when the mirror shows me a stranger. Yeah. And I know they're just fragments of a world where your absence all I get to see. Take me back to the planet where you and I are still meant to be. 'Cause I'm incomplete when you ain't by my side, when you don't wake up next to me. Yeah, I'm incomplete. I need you here tonight to cover up these empty sheets. 'Cause I'm incomplete. Yeah, I'm incomplete. Hey, 'cause I'm incomplete. I need you here tonight to cover up these empty sheets. 'Cause I'm incomplete.
Hallo, hallöchen. Heute mal ein bisschen später. Ich hoffe, ihr hattet einen schönen Tag. Bisher. Lasst diesen jetzt ganz gemütlich ausklingen. Das machen wir mit Kältebeweis. Ja, ich will... ich will langsam vorwärts bringen. Dementsprechend machen wir jetzt noch ein paar Minütchen, Stündchen, zwei. Mal gucken. Ja. Ich würde sagen, wir fangen ja noch mal an. Das heißt, wir switchen, machen die Musik aus. Und vergessen diesmal nicht, dass wir die Tonmusik, die Spielmusik auch brauchen. Ich habe gestern noch ein bisschen gelevelt. Kann man das so bezeichnen? Ich weiß es nicht. Ein bisschen, aber... Jo, also nicht wundern, dass ich hier gerade auf dem Schiff bin. Das liegt daran, weil, ja... gerastet und so. Ah ne, gerastet habe ich noch gar nicht. Ah. Wir müssen noch mal rasten. So.
This should definitely keep you guys full.
Ah. Jetzt aber. Und jetzt können wir wieder rein ins Schiff. Und waren, glaube ich, auf... Wo waren wir? Etage 3, 4. Irgendwo waren wir auf jeden Fall. Ich werde schon noch finden. Aber wir müssen so oder so nochmal hier durch. Na? Schaffst du das heute noch? Ah, Moment. Mir fällt gerade was auf. Ah, muss ich gleich machen. Ist im Moment noch auf automatisch. Das heißt aber leider nicht, dass es auch schneller geht. Einfach nur die faule Variante vom Leveln.
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
So. Ne, wo war denn das? Hä? Ah, hier. So. Halbautomatisch. Wetter ist heute hier sehr kalt. Und wie ist es bei euch? Ist halt echt. Ja, weiß ich nicht. Na gut, okay. Wenn es nicht so leicht windig wäre, dann würde ich wahrscheinlich auch im T-Shirt draußen rumrennen, aber mit diesem Wind.
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Ja, schön, dass du keine Kratzer an deinen Sachen hast. Ebene 4. Oh, Ebene 4 geht sogar schon. Waren wir 2 und 3 schon durch? Ich muss kurz noch mal gucken. Nein, eben nicht. Also, 3 waren wir noch nicht durch. Wie sieht das bei 2 aus? Etwas lost. Da war jetzt nur ein Tag her. Da waren wir schon durch. Hallo Martin. Na, wie geht's dir? Junge Frau. Ah! Schön wär's. Ach, hier komme ich noch nicht durch. Ja gut, okay. Das erklärt, warum ich auf 4 muss. Man keucht und schnieft so vor sich hin. Oh mein Gott. Immer noch so schlimm? Oder wird's langsam besser?
Is this the ship's cargo? What a pain. I can't see anything past all this stuff.
Be on your guard. For all we know, there could be something hiding around here. That's no ordinary enemy I see over there.
Hier auch noch irgendwo was versteckt. Ah. Bin ja mal blöd. Kopfschmerzen halten sich in Grenzen, aber der Husten wird gefühlt eher schlimmer. Oh Mann. Das ist doch richtig Mist. Immer schön Tee trinken und ja, dich erholen. Das ist doch blöd, ey. Mal gucken, wie es Freitag aussieht. Wenn nicht, gibt es einen Anruf bei meiner Ärztin, dass sie die Krankschreibung verlängern soll. Ja. Das war doof für die Kollegen, aber ist ja nicht meine Schuld, dass kaum noch Personal da ist. Ja, das stimmt. Hallo Luni und viel Spaß im Lurk. Ach, hier gibt es nur den einen Weg, okay. Ah. Und im Zweifel ist mir meine Gesundheit wichtiger als die Kackfirma. Ja, sehe ich auch so. Man sollte immer sehr auf seine Gesundheit achten. Und nicht wegen irgendwem anders diese gefährden.
That equipment should come in handy.
Ja. Gleich. Nicht jetzt. Ach, Jemine, noch so ein Riesenvieh. Okay, was habe ich bekommen? Eine Ritterrüstung. Ja gut. Kleiner, aber feiner Unterschied. Oh, mir fällt gerade was ein. Das speichern wir auch mal. So. Komm her, du komisches Ding. La 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 la. Ja, das hat jetzt voll gebracht.
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
So, und jetzt müssen wir da die Sperre wegmachen. Genau.
Did that get rid of the barrier?
We'll just have to go back and check.
Ebene 3. Ich war gerade etwas irritiert. So, hä? Geht ja gar nicht über. Ja, nee, wir müssen ja auch wieder runter. Ah ja.
Well, we've only one last place to look. Straight ahead.
If Almadria's not in her own room, just where the hell is she?
It's possible she may be on the bridge, but I would guess that she's waiting for us elsewhere on the ship.
Which means she's most likely chosen a place where she'll have the advantage in a fight.
Be careful, guys. I came from an entire family of Danon mages, and that woman murdered all of them. All on her own. I hate to say it, but she's an incredibly powerful astral artist.
We already know she specializes in controlling wind astral energy. But on top of that,
Ach ja, zwei haben eine neue Frisur bekommen.
Right. To that woman, life itself is just a toy for her to play with. Let's make sure we put an end to it.
Nein. Nein. Nicht immer auf die falschen Tasten. Ich speichere lieber nochmal, weil sicher ist sicher. Oder so. Rein da! Ey, nett. Ja, rein da!
There she is! Almadria!
But all alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something.
I was getting rather tired of waiting around. Oh my, and I see you came along as well, Dan Witch.
Almadria.
What's this? I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like the rat you are.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
That is the way of those who possess great power. The very way we Renans live by. Those with power set the example, and those without it are forced to obey. Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
And you really think that justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea!
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in Mieres. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless. Ultimately, it was their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the wrong feet.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable! Your heart is nothing but darkness!
What a fool! To think time and time again
Warum bist du immer so lange labern?
without so much as an inkling of how things actually work. Such ignorance is why your kind has been enslaved for 300 years.
Almadria.
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
These people are my allies and friends. I won't let you insult them so.
My, what a shock. I never would have expected you to claim mere slaves as your companions. If I didn't know any better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
Rinwell.
He would never stand by and laugh. His people hollowed!
Ha! What does it matter? You're descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power is all mine to command. And now, you will witness what that power's truly capable of. Nesmold!
Macht ja so einen Spaß. Hallo Drachi.
Enjoy your meal. Such sad eyes, child. Let me reunite you with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down if it's the very last thing I do!
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me.
Komm runter da.
You're wrong! You're
Mann.
wrong! I'm nothing like you!
Tornado drive! Look sharp! I'll face you! Trigger away! Throw away! Now we're not... I'll grind you into dust!
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
I'll go! No further! Tiger Cage! Eagle Dive! Seismic Rupture! Dance on the wind! Eat this! Benediction light. It's too much! Heal!
Danke.
Blood. You picked the wrong fight! Stay away! Azure Storm! This one's mine! Heal now! I'll smash you! Explosive ring! Heal! Talon Hurricane! You going? Explosive Fury! Rip and tear! Take this! One's
Ja, dass das Ding fliegt, ist halt tatsächlich einfach das Schlimmste.
Look sharp! Nothing gets by me! Storm!
Man trifft ihn einfach kaum.
What's she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power.
Get ready!
Benediction light.
Now I'm real mad. Not like this.
Au, 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 au. Ich komm da nicht raus.
Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade! Begin!
Meine Güte. Jetzt machen wir einfach mal 0 Schaden.
They're attacking separately. I can't land a hit on her.
Keep an eye on her. And take out the monster first.
She's no stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that.
Ups.
Take it away.
Moment. Muss mal ganz kurz was tun. Objekte. Ah. Dass uns nicht die Heal Points ausgehen.
Benediction light. Benediction light. You will suffer. Being interrupted. Looks bad.
Wits about you people.
I can carve through. Now I'm in the groove.
Oh, komm doch mal runter da. Gott. Ouch. Ouch. Ouch.
Your astral arts aren't so special. And now, they're mine!
I'm ready to go. You're torn up. I open one can't get out of this.
That freaking does it!
Not in your dreams!
Ooh.
This one's mine! Time to shine!
You made me angry. That was a bad idea.
I never miss!
You will suffer. Tiger blade.
Not today. I owe you one.
Behold my true power. Her master core.
Not while I'm around, she isn't!
Tiger blade.
Confiscated!
Do you require
The winds of judgment blow your way. Fall before impending calamity. Chaos disaster. Quiver dragon.
I'll end you, Frozen!
Hammer.
Oh nee. Oh nee. Jetzt mal Feierabend hier.
You murdered my mother and father. But I'm not like you.
Rinwell?
Even now, I hate you. But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run. I realize that now. So, I won't kill you. I'll take you in and make damn sure justice is served the right way.
You would dare mock me with your foolish, useless pity? A Danon, nothing more than a mere slave. I won't allow you to...
It's not about what you think. Or being Danon or Renan. Because you'll atone for the crimes you committed. And that's all.
It's that swordsman again.
Oh, Lord Volron, what brings you here? No, forgive me. I've forgotten myself. Please allow me to make it up to you, my lord.
Silence now, wretched snake. Does it hurt? It should. That pain is proof you're still alive. Enjoy it.
Nun. Das ist jetzt von alleine erledigt.
Volron. Years ago, the Lord of Ganeth Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name, Volron.
And like a
Ja,
wretched
erstochene Frau über
I've
Bord.
come back for more. Stop right there! Think you can cut me down? What?
Wait, what just happened to him? Alvin! Say something! Let go of me! Let me go!
Gianna!
Alvin!
Sion!
Alvin!
Come and find me, if you truly are the Sovereign.
Und plötzlich war das... Ich spüre keinen Schmerz. Vorbei. Sehr eindeutig. Testsubjekt 1273. Die Geisterbeschwörungszeremonie beginnt in Kürze. Bleibe bis dahin ruhig und warte auf weitere Anweisungen.
After all this time, I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home. I doubt I'll ever see this place again. Might as well walk the block once more for old time's sake.
Astralenergieaufladung fast abgeschlossen. Ausgabe stabil. Stehe bereit. Könnt ihr den ja nicht selbst drauf kommen, wo ihr hin müsst? Oder bist du so blöd, dass du dich an so einem kleinen Ort wie hier verirrst? Du hast eine Aufgabe zu erledigen. Also los, kehr auf deine Position zurück. Papi ist in letzter Zeit nicht mehr nach Hause gekommen, also wollte ich ihn besuchen. Aber sie lassen mich nicht weiter vor. Das ist nicht fair. Ich hoffe, er ist mit der Arbeit bald fertig, damit ich ihn sehen kann. Ja, mit dem soll ich reden, also... Noch einer beißt ins Gras. Denk dran, 1, 2, 7, 3. Du bist unsere einzige Erfolgsgeschichte. Lass auf keinen Fall zu, dass unsere harte Arbeit und Forschung umsonst war. Der Ernter, der nach Dana gesandt wurde, funktioniert wie vorgesehen. Er sammelt Astralenergie und schickt sie nach Lenegis. Ich habe viele lange Tage die Dinge im Auge behalten, aber bald ist die Arbeit endlich vorbei und ich kann wieder mit meiner Tochter sein. Steht schon vor der Tür, übrigens. Ein dänisches Testobjekt als unser Herrscher. Ich erwarte, dass du deine Funktion erfüllst, ohne auseinanderzufallen wie die anderen, klar? Nee, mit euch will ich noch nicht reden. Wenn ich mir die Statistiken so ansehe, scheint das biologische Geschlecht eines Subjekts fast keinerlei Auswirkungen auf den Erfolg zu haben. Hallo Pandi und danke für den Look. Mit dem soll ich auch reden. Testsubjekt 1273, du hast keine Autorisierung, diesen Raum zu betreten. Kehre auf deine Position zurück und warte auf die Zeremonie. Ist ja gut. Hier darf ich auch nicht hin. Hier darfst du nicht weiter, Dena. Hab Geduld und warte, bis die Vorbereitungen für die Zeremonie abgeschlossen sind. Ist ja gut. Ist das Testsubjekt? Wow, er sieht genauso aus wie wir. Äußerlich vielleicht. Im Innern ist er genauso unzivilisiert wie der Rest von ihnen. Du hast hoffentlich meine Warnung vorher nicht vergessen. Nein, das Testsubjekt keinesfalls anfassen, richtig? Ich war ehrlich gesagt ziemlich nervös. Wenn es mit dir nicht geklappt hätte, wer weiß, was wir getan hätten. Das ist schließlich das erste Mal, dass wir einen Herrscher und eine Jungfer für die Zeremonie beisammen haben. Aber zu sehen, wie du es bis hierher geschafft hast, hat meine Ängste verstummen lassen. Wer hatte hier... Hä? Du? Ach, du bist es 1273. Oder sollte ich sagen, Herrscher? Du verstehst nicht, wie viel Zeit und Mühe wir investierten, um dich als unseren einzigen Erfolg zu erzeugen. Wir können nicht riskieren, dass du in dieser Phase durch eine Verletzung ausfällst. Ich weiß nicht, wer auf die Idee kam, dich Herrscher zu nennen. Letztendlich bist du nicht mehr als ein Testsubjekt. Dein einziger Wert liegt in deiner körperlichen Eignung für die anstehende Aufgabe. Deine Gedanken und Gefühle sind irrelevant. Es war nur noch der, ne? Ja. Die Jungfer behält die Dinge unter Kontrolle. Achte du einfach darauf, während der Zeremonie nicht die Konzentration zu verlieren. Wenn du deine Heimat je wiedersehen willst, musst du hier gute Arbeit leisten. 1273.
As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? They're the ones that dragged me all the way up here in the first place. Bastards. I shouldn't have bothered coming out. Might as well head back to my room.
Es ist Zeit, Alfin. Es ist also endlich soweit, hm? Ja, wir müssen unsere Bekleidung anlegen und uns dann am Übertragungsgerät treffen. Wenn das alles vorbei ist, kannst du endlich nach Hause zurückkehren. Darauf hoffe ich. Tut mir leid, dass ich dich in all das hineingezogen habe. Es ist nicht deine Schuld. Tun wir einfach, was wir tun müssen und bringen wir es hinter uns. Stimmt.
I just wanted to go back. To Dana. To my home.
Elfin.
Leori.
Irgendwas ist schiefgelaufen.
Elfin. Live for me.
No. Leori. No! Wait, please. Wait, What was that? That... How long ago was that? That's right. Shion.
Ja.
That's what pain felt like. So much for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone? I need to find them. Better start looking.
Ja, wenn man plötzlich Schmerzen spürt, wieder. Hör auf zu jammern.
Niori. Shion. Damn it.
Man sollte aufpassen, wo man hinläuft.
You're mine! Orochi's Fury! Azure Storm! Orochi's Fury! Here I come! Orochi's Fury! Strike! Raining Slash! Azure Storm! This one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight! Orochi's Fury! Here I come!
Alleine dauert das nur ein bisschen länger, diese Kämpfe. Autsch.
You're mine! Orochi's Fury! I'm not done! Sword Rain Alpha! Orochi's Fury! Blow away!
Ah.
Alvin?
Rinwell!
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
Yeah.
Mir tut nur alles weh.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from. Thistlein. Kisara and La are
Ich arbeite jetzt die ganze Zeit wegen jedem kleinen Wehwehchen rum.
Rinwell.
Eine Weile. Aber nicht die ganze Zeit.
Ganeth Harros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Aber das muss ja auch merkwürdig sein, wenn die jahrelang gar keinen Schmerz gespürt hast. Und dann kommst du raus aus so einem Kampf und dir tut Alter jeder Knochen weh.
Volron's here. That means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
Einfach Kopf ab und wir spielen mit den anderen weiter. Oh. Hey, nee. So, du sagst jetzt irgendwo eine Eule. Dann gehen wir nochmal kurz zurück. Warte mal. Okay, ja. Das ist der Weg zurück. Eule? Keine Eule? Warum bin ich hier zurückgelaufen? Ach. Da kann ich jetzt gerade auch nicht hin. Okay.
Right, here goes!
Not in your dreams.
Here I
Dance
come!
on the wind.
Orochi's fury!
On your knees.
If it hides, just bash it out again.
Radiant slash! No
Thunder
escape!
field. Raging cascade.
Can you take it? Dance on the wind.
Dance in the wind.
Orochi's fury!
Retreat seal. I'll be saving this one.
Azure storm!
Begin. Does it
Thunder
hurt?
field.
Crescent flash.
More
Throw
than
away!
Think of the abyssal deep. Clear for us.
Thunder field.
Orochi's fury!
Now.
So.
In an instant! Impact block!
I'm ready for the next battle.
Oh. Ich höre dich, aber wo bist du? Ach, da.
Speaking of Thistleum, it's populated by Danans, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh? The whole town was built by Danan defectors, escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zoogles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now, trying to convince them of our good intentions. Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah. And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
Probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation and simply keep an eye on him.
Right.
Ja. Ich sehe dich. Ich komme nur irgendwie nicht ran. Ah, so. Gar nicht complicated oder so hier. Ganz extrem so an der Ecke hier. Ach. Wir müssten eigentlich mal in den... Ja, wir müssen irgendwann bei den Eulenwald. Aber... noch nicht.
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah, and now we can finally go rescue Shion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first. I got my memory back.
Fallen sie erstmal alle vom Glauben ab. Der ist nämlich ganz schön alt.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegus.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dano. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Danon?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegus is true, then maybe you really did meet Shion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Shion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Shion I knew from Lenegus. It was Naori. She was a Renan maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Shion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris? As in Shion Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegus. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years, and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renan invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me. So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Kisara.
Listen, what you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight.
Mama Kisara
This
halt.
is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
Tada! Er ist über 300 Jahre alt. Er hat sich gut gehalten für sein Alter.
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Shion's rescue?
Halt die Klappe! Ah! Schuldgefühle, Selbstmitleid. Au. Ich kann es ja irgendwo verstehen, aber es bringt einen nicht weiter. Naja. Dulohim hat ja gesagt, das ist urzeitlich geschrieben. Und es war ja am Anfang der Versklavung, also keine Ahnung. Vielleicht nimmt das trotzdem als urzeitlich. Beziehungsweise es war ja noch davor. Hm. Quatsch mal mein Tier.
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Danon, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Danon for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I'd never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
Ach ja, ach ja, ach ja. Ich mach kurze Pause. So. Also einmal das und einmal so. Und ja, bis gleich.
Where you and I are still meant to be. 'Cause I'm incomplete when you ain't by my side. When you don't wake up next to me. Yeah, I'm incomplete. I need you here tonight to cover up these empty sheets. 'Cause I'm incomplete. 'Cause I'm incomplete. I need you here tonight to cover up these empty sheets. 'Cause I'm incomplete.
Buildings collapse. Only a few will survive. The world as we know it will no longer be there. Moderate is gone. A new era has begun. Prepare yourself for the apocalypse.
Wieso ein paar Körner? So, und weiter geht's.
What do you see out there?
Zoogles. Strays by the looks of it.
Da war ich gar nicht.
We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people.
Hallo Kitty und Dankeschön.
And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting, to strive no matter what.
Then I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
Heute ist halt ein
No,
viel
you're wrong. Those words
Story
were exactly
stream.
what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
So, wo sind die anderen? Einer ist hier, der andere ist da ganz oben.
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Shion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are, in one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only a year or two ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family, my friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Shion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Shion were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor Shion must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going.
Ja, heute ist halt Gelaber angesagt. Ein bisschen Story Progress. Wo geht's hier hin? Probieren wir es mal aus. Steht ein Fragezeichen dran. Ja gut, hier waren wir schon. Seid ihr Fremde? Ich habe noch nie jemanden gesehen, der nicht aus diesem Bereich kam. Ja, Großvater hat immer gesagt, wir sollen nicht mit Leuten wie euch reden, weil ihr unheimlich und gemein seid. Nett. Einer der Gründe, weshalb dies der perfekte Ort zum Verstecken ist, sind die Berge um uns herum. Sie schützen uns vor renäischen Augen. Hallo.
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Shion or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kind of my forte.
Come on, man. Snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too? Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen.
That's exactly
Wenn ihr so
what you said.
Rotzlöffel erstmal den Kopf
Whatever
waschen
happened
muss.
in my past has nothing to do with Shion. But there's still so much that there I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
Back to the inn, I guess.
Mann. Lass die erstmal von einem Rotzlöffel den Kopf waschen. So. Hallo, Kuro. Wie geht's dir? Schön, dass du da bist.
There you are!
What is it?
Zoogles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That sounds bad.
Ja, Attacke, los.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
I'm up for it.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alphen, right! Great to have you back! Now let's do this!
Ich chill mich mal kurz. Lurk noch am Essen und mega fertig. Okay, viel Spaß im Lurk.
Look sharp, people.
Ja, warte. So.
If we don't act fast, they're going to get into the village.
Wo? Ach, da oben.
Right.
War ich da nicht gerade eben erst? Ja, wow. Kommst du da nicht durch? Machen wir Kleinholz.
Remember, if the paint's too much,
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Here they come. We can't let even a single
one through.
There's a firm no-Zuko policy.
Fine by me. Let's get to work then.
You picked the wrong fight.
Blossom. Look sharp.
Simian pet. I shall seal you where you stand.
Totally. In an instant. Impact block.
I'm on it. Now you see what I can do.
Azure Storm.
Tiger Blade.
Can't get out of it.
I'm ready.
Be my guest.
Going in.
Ferocious Fury.
Make it rain.
Plotsch.
Stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life.
Und da waren sie platt.
Alphen, you okay?
I'm fine. This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Yeah.
You know, Thistleum kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too. My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers, it comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then. Friends, family, home. They took everything from me and left me with nothing but guilt. I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. But not anymore. Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something. And I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bonds with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Xion comes first.
Of course. First we rescue Xion, then we defeat Volron and liberate Dana. Everyone, will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion. According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
Ja, erstmal gehen wir einkaufen. Dann kommt Xion.
We don't know what lies ahead. We should prepare well before we venture forth.
Wer will noch was?
Okay.
Ihr wisst, wie man gegen Zeuge kämpft? Da muss ich euch um einen großen Gefallen bitten. Ihr scheint schlicht in einer ernsten Notlage. Ich hätte schwören können, dass wir bereits alle Zeuge ausgelöscht haben, die uns ins Dorf gelangen wollten. Oh, ihr wart das. Die Zeuge versuchen gar nicht, uns anzugreifen. Sie stehlen unsere Fische. Eure Fische? Ja, diese Affenzeuge haben riesige Arme. Sie schlagen mit dem auf der Wasseroberfläche und erzeugen so massive Schockwellen. So betäuben sie die Fische, damit diese an die Oberfläche treiben und dort einfach weggeschnappt werden können. Irgendwie haben sie das in letzter Zeit gelernt und sind verdammt gut darin geworden, weil es uns hungrig macht. Das ist der echt ein Apache.
What?
Verdammt richtig. Es ist ja nicht so, dass Fische auf Bäumen wachsen. Diese Raubfischerei ist nicht gut für unsere Gewässer.
Is that so?
Also geht es gar eher darum, wie sie fischen, als um den Fakt, dass sie euch die Fische wegschnappen. Ihr seid die Einzigen, die das Zeug dazu haben, diese verrückten Affen zu vertreiben. Können wir uns auf eure Hilfe verlassen? Ja,
Okay.
auf jeden Fall. Wir machen das.
Great job.
Erst gehen wir einkaufen, dann machen wir das, dann holen wir Ski. In diesen Prioritäten.
I'll teach these small fry who's the apex predator of these waters.
So.
By the way, how is Mahavar doing? Wait, don't tell me we still haven't found him.
It's not like we haven't been looking. I've covered the whole length and breadth of the coast, but...
All of the other crew members are accounted for, including us. But we weren't able to find Mahavar. He's still missing.
I see.
Perhaps he couldn't bring himself to abandon the ship.
You mean at the bottom of the ocean? Damn it.
We don't know that it sank. We all washed up on the same shore. If the ship went down, isn't it strange we haven't come across a single piece of debris?
Do you think he might still be alive somewhere out there?
I think stranger things have happened. Whether he's alive or otherwise, we've exhausted all the avenues available to us. All we can do now is press on ahead.
Fine, let's get going. Thistlein was founded by Danan's fleeing the tyranny of Renan lords, right? But when you first came, they must have known Dohalim was Renan. So why do you think they let us in?
They almost didn't. But it wasn't just Dohalim they were wary of. They didn't trust any of us.
Even the weird Danans just like them?
When you live life in constant fear of being pursued, it's only a matter of time before all outsiders start to seem a potential threat.
I suppose that makes sense. So how did you convince them to trust us?
You saw how destitute the village was. They needed food, badly. We hunted some Zeugles for them. That seemed to do the trick.
Of course, a little magic-assisted roast didn't hurt things.
Never underestimate a full stomach's ability to put a person at ease. It turns out a hearty meal can be a powerful weapon. Something's on your mind. You having second thoughts about rescuing Shion?
Of course not. Shion's our friend. Almeidrea was the one I hated. For as long as I can remember, she served as a symbol to me of everything Renan. But ever since getting to know Shion, I realized it doesn't make sense to group people together like that. Every individual is different.
I see.
Besides, the situation with Almeidrea was something else entirely. I'd already decided I wasn't going to kill her, but when I saw her die right in front of me, a part of me thought it served her right, that she'd gotten what she deserved. But another part regretted that someone else had come along and killed her instead. Don't get me wrong. If I had the chance again, I still wouldn't kill her. But it's not like I'll be shedding any tears now that she's gone. It's all so confusing. I don't know how to make sense of any of it.
Who said it had to make sense?
Huh?
Rinwell, you've done nothing wrong. You've started to question the beliefs you've held all your life. It's only natural for you to feel disoriented. You didn't give in to the hatred you felt for Almeidrea. You made a choice not to kill her. And that's significant, whether you realize it or not. As for what it means exactly, that might be worth taking some time to figure out on your own.
Some time.
Or don't, if you don't want to. It's just an idea. I'm still searching too, remember?
No, I think you're right. It can't hurt to keep searching after all. And hey, thanks, Kisara.
Sind wir jetzt durch? Ja. Heute steht der Tag im Zeichen des Gelabers. Aber das ist ja auch nicht so schlimm. Ich glaube, hier drin war auch einkaufen. Bin ich mir sicher? Oder nicht sicher? Ja. Ah. Kann ich noch irgendwas bauen? Das kann ich leider gerade nicht bauen, aber das kann ich bauen. Warum kann ich das nicht bauen? Ach, wegen dem Astralkristall. Okay. Ja, da fehlt mir was. Da fehlt mir auch was. Fehlt mir auch alles. Gut, also konnte ich nur für dich eine neue Waffe bauen. Das war ja jetzt.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Nee. Warte mal, Schmied. Da. Ja. Okay. Dann kann ich jetzt eigentlich noch Sachen verkaufen. Okay. Achso, alle kann ich ja nicht. Die gerade ausgerüstet sind, kann ich ja nicht. Hm. So.
Did we really just spend that much money?
Ach, hör auf zu meckern. Ja, wir mussten so viel Geld ausgeben. Mama aber auch immer gleich meckern muss. Muss ich mir wirklich so viel Geld ausgeben?
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Irgendwo ist eine Eule. Okay. Ich will ja diesmal alle Eulen haben. In diesem Run. Ich weiß, ich hatte es beim letzten Mal nicht. Ich höre dich, aber ich sehe dich nicht. Ach, da unten. Ne? Du bist halb da, okay? Hast du denn jetzt mittlerweile was gegessen?
You're saying we should check the owl forest?
Ja, ich kann jetzt gerade nicht in den Wald. Ja, geh nicht. Steck hier jetzt erstmal fest. Hm. Ja, bin noch dabei. Ah, okay.
Out of my way! Orochi's Fury! Dazzling Blow away! Raging Lunar Orochi's Fury! Dark Swing! Switch to offense! Bet that shell's hiding something tasty. Awesome! Dance in the wind! All yours, Kisara! Watch this! Falling storm!
Ah, ich liebe diese Kombi-Angriffe immer noch.
All yours,
Hm.
Kisara!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Hä? Sind die nicht hier? Säge 4 Therapienfäuste. Waren das die Viecher von gerade eben? Ich habe mich drauf geachtet, wie die Dinger heißen. Kann gar nicht verstehen, warum. Pfeift unschuldig. Was? Was? Okay, jetzt bin ich gerade verwirrt. What? Kombi-Angriffe. Achso. Nee, das sind Moospanzer. Das sind nicht. Hä?
A comfortable win.
Ja, wenn die das nicht sind. Hä? Jetzt bin ich verwirrt. Ja, Groschen gefallen. Hallo Scratcher. Und gute Nacht. Oder was soll mir dein Smiley sagen? Ja, aber wo sollen die Viecher denn sein? Maske der Frevler? Was? Was? Was redest du denn da, Loni? Oh je, dann ruh dich mal aus, Quetscher. Hm. Böse Zahnklinik. Kopfweh, Halsweh und bitte Medikamente, die hypnotische Wirkung haben. Ja. Ab ins Bett.
I think Hoodle senses an owl around here.
Hm.
It feels like I'm melting.
Calaglia was pretty hot, but at least the air there was dry. Out here, it feels like I'm trying to walk through thick soup.
I can hardly breathe, it's so stuffy. And don't get me started on the insects. You hanging in there, Hoodle?
It's brutal, all right. I can feel my energy being drained away just by walking. All this vegetation makes it hard to keep an eye out. Keep your wits about you, everyone. And watch you don't keel over while you're at it.
What's needed at times like these is a relaxing hot spring. That would soon help us adjust.
And where do you expect us to find one of those?
What about you, Alphen? All that gear, and you hardly seem to be breaking a sweat.
Yeah, I guess when you've lived a life devoid of pain for as long as I have, even feeling hot and bothered could be a welcome change.
Well, lucky you, I guess. Just don't expect us to carry you when you pass out.
Okay, ich komme nicht mehr mit. Geht um Genshin, oder? Wer ist Genshin? Genshin!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
So, wo gehen wir jetzt zuerst lang? Wir gehen einmal hier rum. Hallo? Wenn die Viecher einfach wegrennen.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
If they rush you, you gotta jump for cover, okay?
In a bind?
Mirage! Strut! Orochi's Fury! We did it! Orochi's Fury! Come on, man! Eagle Fly! Make it rain! Storm! Hey! Blow them away!
A comfortable win.
Ach ja, Angeln muss ich auch noch mal irgendwann. Aber nicht jetzt.
There's the Zoogle we were asked to handle.
Ah, hier kommt er. Euch soll ich killen.
You know what's good for you.
Smash you!
Crescent Moon! Perfect knuckle! Denied!
Here I come!
Are your arms even natural?
Light versus force.
Radiant Genesis!
Randale. Sorry, die beiden reden wirres Zeug. Nein, die beiden verstehen sich schon gegenseitig. Die reden nur für uns wirres Zeug.
Man, this place is thick with foliage.
I know. It feels
Was
like we're
klang
going to be
wird,
swallowed up
wird.
by all these plants if we stay in here.
Indeed. I much prefer the forests in Menancia myself.
Not that I don't agree, but maybe now's not the best time for Elda Menancia Pride.
Ich soll nochmal 2 von diesen Dingern umbringen. Von diesen komischen Affen. Was sind denn jetzt wieder Husbando und Waifu? Ich kann kein Spanisch.
We can really make weapons with this?
Oh, herrlich. Wenn du Husbando und Waifu nicht verstehst, bist du eh zu unschuldig für Genshin. Also Husbando ist vermutlich einfach nur Husband. Nehme ich zumindest mal an.
Everybody okay?
We're all right, Alphen.
Ach ja. Wie gesagt, Martin, die beiden verstehen schon, wovon sie reden.
What's this thing?
Geld. Kann man nicht genug von haben. Auf da. Die Story ist echt geil von Genshin. Das muss man dem Spiel schon lassen. Auch wenn mich die elendslangen Texte von NPC-Nummer, keine Ahnung, echt nerven. Ich die dauerhaft durchskippe.
Discourteous, aren't you? A comfortable win.
Erstatter Bericht. Also wieder zurück. Endlich jemand, der mir glaubt, dass ich liebartig und unschuldig bin. Ah! Haha. Ha, 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 ha.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
What?
Really?
Oh, Entschuldigung. Okay, jetzt habe ich sowieso die Hälfte schon durchgeskippt. War eigentlich nicht so geplant. Hust.
Dohalim, I'm going to look into some seasonal fishing spots.
By all means.
Leave the preparations to me as well. I'll bring the rods. Would you prefer your fish served grilled or raw?
I'll, trust your judgment, Kisara.
Ja. Unschuldig, ja. Von den anderen Sachen habe ich nichts gesagt. Artig bin ich auch. Also zumindest eigenartig. Ja. Ja.
I think Huro senses an owl around here.
Ja, irgendwo. Ich weiß, wo sie ist. Ups.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
You picked the wrong fight.
Here goes!
Here I come.
First strike!
Can you now or never? Proceeding no further.
Strike!
Ridwell!
Frozen?
Hammer! First strike!
Can you take it?
Take this!
Tiger Blade!
Azure Storm!
Dragon Take this! Do it! Take!
Blow them away!
Look sharp!
You're mine!
Ich bin ich. Was ich damit
Comfortable win.
meine, könnt ihr unter euch ausmachen. Ja. Wow. Da oben ist die Eule. Warum ich das so genau weiß? Weil ich die ewige 3 Tage beim ersten Durchlauf gesucht habe. Und wahnsinnig geworden bin.
Now you see what I can do! On your knees! Talon Storm! Do it! Crumble!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara.
Azure Storm!
I command it! Make it way!
On your
Oh,
knees.
too shy to come over!
Blow away!
Air pressure.
Was genau labert ihr da? Ja, und wie kam ich nochmal nicht ran? Ich weiß, diese Frage habe ich mir schon einmal gestellt. Und ich stelle sie mir wieder. Wie komme ich an dich ran? Ah. Ich und du und ich, wir 4. Was? Okay, jetzt labert ihr aber Bullshit da. Ja, ich weiß, dass sie da oben ist. Blödsinn im Kopf da. Jungs.
Hmm? You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
Wir können immer noch nicht in den Eilenwald. Mit kein Zugriff auf die anderen Sachen. Hm. So. Aber wir würden jetzt hier auch Feierabend machen. Ja, genau, ich bleibe jetzt auf dieser Mauer stehen. Haben heute ja ein bisschen gut Story vorangebracht. Aber jetzt muss ich noch was essen und ja, sowieso. Also danke, dass ihr da wart. Hat mich sehr gefreut. Und wir sehen uns dann, ja, die Tage mal wieder, ne? Denke ich. Dementsprechend sage ich, einen schönen Tag noch. Entspannt euch. Ruht euch gut aus. Werdet gesund. Und so weiter. Bis dann.